And welcome back to another episode of Topic of Discussion. I am your host, Miles Berry. Without further introduction, let's get right into it. Okay, so the topic for today is titled Present in the Moment. Again, the topic for today is Present in the Moment. And I chose this topic because I want us to focus on this present state that we're in right now, right? And we may not be exactly where we want to be right now, but I want us to focus on this moment right now, this second, right? Because a lot of times we're worrying about our past, the people that we left behind, the people that we lost, the things that we could have done in our past, the mess ups that we had, or we're worrying about our future and where we're trying to go in our future success, our future wife, our future husband, the people that we'll meet in our future, where we want to be, the things that we want to possess in our future, right? And we're always in the past and we're always trying to worry about the future, but how often do we focus on this present moment? And I mean this present moment as in this exact state that you're in, right? So if you're upset, if you're going through a lot right now, if you're stressed out, if you're happy, if you're living your happiest life, whatever state that you're in, I want us to focus on this present moment, right? And more so for the people that are happy, I am more than excited for you guys. I hope you guys continue guys happiness, and I want you guys to have that happiness everlasting, and don't stop whatever you're doing in your life. Keep it going and make sure that it's everlasting, right? For the people that are not happy right now, or they're still going through certain things in their life, and maybe they have their ups and downs, their good days, their bad days, their happy moments, their sad moments, I want us to focus on this present moment and whatever we're going through right now. If we're dealing with a loss, if we're dealing with stress, if we're dealing with kids, if we're dealing with relationship problems, if we're dealing with mental problems, just with ourselves, trying to be a better version of ourselves, maybe we're just dealing with life as a whole. I want us just to focus on this moment, and I want you to see how you can find happiness in this moment, right? Because when we don't reach that point, or when we're still trying to reach that point of success that we're trying to get to, we're kind of so we're such in a rush to get there that we forget to enjoy this present moment, right? We forget to enjoy good times and the people that are in our life, not the people that left but are still in our life right now. Family members that are still here, people that still support us. We kind of forget about the moment because sometimes we are too far in our past, or we're trying to be too far in our future, right? And our future's not here yet, so we don't even know what's in our future. We know what we want, but we do know what's in our past and what was in our past and the things that got us to here, right? So we worry about these two things more than we worry about this, right? And this is our present state. So I want you to take your mind and your focus off your past for right now, and I want you to take your mind off your future, right? And I want you to focus on this moment. I want you to focus on this moment. What can you do to be your happiest and your best version of yourself right now? What do you need in your life? What can you do for yourself? How can you heal your soul? Are you good mentally? Are you good physically? Who are the people that you are allowing in your life, right? Who are the people that you're letting break you down? What are the things that you're doing in your daily routine that's creating a bad habit? That's creating a bad routine that you keep doing on the daily that could be affecting your mental, right? Where do you need to go, or who do you need to be around to be your happiest, right? Because we're such in a rush to get everywhere that we forget the moment that we're in. And I don't know if you guys, for the people that still have their grandparents, or you don't even have to have your grandparents, but I know a lot of us have at least seen this before. Have you ever seen those older people when they get older and they just kind of sit out on their porch, and they might have a rocking chair and they just rock? They're not on no phone. They're not on no electronics. They're literally just looking out, right? They're just rocking and just looking out. And you might come out there and y'all just have a long talk for hours, right? But before you came out there, they were just rocking on the chair, right? They found that point in their life where they just want to enjoy the moment, right? Right? And I want us to not have to reach that age where we get to that point mentally, right? Right? And I just don't want us to wait until we're older to get to that point mentally where you can just enjoy the moment, where you can just sit back on a rocking chair and just enjoy the moment, or just think about where you want to be in your life. What can I do right now to be my happiest version of myself, right? Because when they're rocking on that chair, they're just looking out, and they're just literally looking at life, right? And it's almost like a new perspective, right? Right? It's like a new perspective of life, because you're sitting back and you're just thinking about the life the life that you have, the things that you've done, and they just might be rocking, right? But and you might ask them, why are you sitting out here? Oh, I'm just enjoying life. I'm just enjoying life, or I'm just thinking, or I'm just sitting here just doing nothing, right? At some point, we just got to be in the moment. That's what I'm trying to get at here. When you're just in the moment, enjoy this present state, because you're never going to be here again, right? Life always goes on, right? And it's like a wave, right? A wave isn't going to stop because they're like, oh, snap. If I go over this person, I might drown them. A wave is going to keep going, right? A wave is going to keep going. And sometimes that's how we have to move, right? And we're going to take everything that we have, our emotions, our happiness, our sadness, our anger, our frustration, the people in our past, all this stuff in our mind, we have to take with us. And I don't mean that in like the state of like, okay, well, if you had a bad version of yourself, or you have people around you that are not good for you, got to take them with you. I mean that in a state of everything that you have gone through in your mind, your mental battles, everything that you're facing in your life, as life goes on, that's going to come with you, right? So you have to pick and choose the things that you want to bring with you, because life is going to make you move forward, right? Life is always going to make you move forward. It's up to you to choose what you take with you forward, right? So for you to choose that, you have to be in this moment. You have to be in this moment. Get to know yourself in this moment. Smile in this moment. Be happy in this moment. We need this moment. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, we do not live forever, and everybody knows that already. So why are we going to continue to waste time being unhappy, being frustrated, being angry, not forgiving people? Why? Being toxic, fighting, killing. Why are we going to keep continuing to do the same thing? To do the same thing. Like, when are we going to change? When are you going to sit down with yourself and say, you know what, I need to change? I want to be happy. Like, I don't want to continue to do this. I don't want to continue to be in the gang. I don't want to continue to be around these people that are continuously breaking me down. I don't want to continue to sit around this negative energy when I know I'm the only positive one in the group. And they continuously be negative, and I continuously go around them with positive energy. But every time I go around them with this positive energy, they find some way to bring me to their negative energy. And by the time that I leave from them, I have negative energy going back to my home. Right? Right? So I want us to find a way to enjoy this present state. And I'm speaking, as always, to me as I am speaking to you guys. Right? And for me, just to give you an example, I need to enjoy this present state because my mind is always on the future, where I want to be, the things that I want, the things that I want to get back, some of the things that I lost, but I want to get it back. I want to buy it back. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to move here. I want to do this. I want to do this, right? But you need to cherish what you have right now, right? You need to cherish what you have right now. Cherish the people around you. Cherish the people that are still being supportive. Cherish the family members that are still being there for you. Cherish what you have right now, right? If you want a new car, but you have a car now, cherish that car. If you have a house, but you want a bigger house, cherish this house now. You're going to get that bigger house if that's what you desire and you're working towards it. But you don't have to go every day and continuously tell yourself, I want this, I want this, I want it now, 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 I want it now. To anything that you want. Just enjoy what you have. To close this well. If you can't afford it right now, it's okay. If you maybe it's not the time to get it right now. It's not saying you're gonna always be broke, or you're always not gonna be able to afford the things that you want. It's just right now. It's just right now. So just enjoy the things that you have. You still have clothes on you, right? You still got a roof over your head, right? Your car still gets you to point A to point B, right? So why can't you just enjoy the moment? You still have friends that are around you that still support you, right? Okay, so maybe you lost two or three friends, but you still have maybe another one around that still supports you, right? And never left your side, right? So just cherish everything that's in your life now. And I want us to enjoy our present state. Find happiness right here. Don't try to find happiness in your future, and don't try to find your happiness in your past if your happiness was in your past, but your present state doesn't have that. Don't look to your past for your happiness. Don't think about your future for your happiness. Think about your present state and how to be happy here. Not your future, not your past. How to be happy right here in this moment with everything that you have going on, with all the things that you're dealing with, the mental battles that you continue to face. How do I be happy now? Because if you can find happiness now, happiness in right now in this present state, your future will be everlasting because you took control of your life right now. You took control of everything that was around you, all the battles that you had to face, everything that you were going through. You took control right now. You took control right now. So when that wave comes, it's not going to drown you. It's going to continue to push you. And as life goes on and it pushes us, everything that you bring forward is going to be happiness, good thoughts. Your mental is going to be strong. The people that you bring with you are going to be for you and supporting you in whatever that is that you want to do. Everything that you bring forward when life makes us go forward and pushes us because life always goes on. So when life goes on, we're going to bring with us happiness, right? I don't feel like money defines happiness. I said this before. Yes, money buys you temporary satisfaction and an amazing time. But at the same time, if you're not happy before that money, you might be happy with it, but at the same time, it's not going to be everlasting. And I want us to have everlasting joy, everlasting happiness. Go get the bag, have the bag, spend the bag. But I want you to be happy without the bag. And that's what I'm trying to emphasize today. Even without no money, can you still be happy? Even if you had nothing else and you lost everything around you, can you still be happy? Right? Because when it's all on you, take the clothes off, remove the house, take the house away, take the car away, take everything away. Is your heart happy? Is your heart happy? Is your soul happy? What are you feeding your soul? What are you feeding your soul? Because that is what you're gonna grow old with. So if you feed negativity into your soul, if you let negative energy into your soul, you let negative people all around you feed into your soul, that's what you're gonna grow old with. That's why sometimes you see people old and they just have a bad heart. It's just negative. It's a negative spirit because they didn't take care of that soul. Don't be old with a bad heart. Don't be grumpy when you're old because all these things that you wish you did in your life right now, your present state, this present moment is the most important moment of your life. I promise. Make a change now. Make a change now. It's going to benefit you for the rest of your life. Make a change. And one last thing before I go, for people that want a relationship with God, maybe you've been seeking a relationship, and I know when we talk about God, it's a very controversial topic because everybody has their different opinions. But I'm talking to the people that want a relationship but still trying to figure out how do I have a relationship with God, right? Or maybe I just what I mean, maybe I want to give him a try. Maybe I want to give him a try. These are for the people that actually, just want to try God. Just talk to him. Same way I'm talking to you right now. Start talking to God the same way. Talk to God the same way you would talk to a friend, your mother, your father, anybody that's close to you that you care about. Talk to God the same way. He understands. He understands. And he also understands that you might be mad at life. You might be mad at him. You might hate him, but you're not going to hate him in the end because all he wants you to do is talk to him. And that's going to reach him. He's going to reach his arm right back to you. As soon as you reach up to him, he's gonna reach back down. He's gonna grab your hand. He's gonna let you know everything's gonna be okay. He's gonna guide your steps, but you gotta want to. You gotta want his help. You gotta want his help. Can't let other people's words build you a relationship with God. You can't let other people's prayers are not gonna build a relationship for you with God. You have to want that. It can get you thinking about it and maybe move you closer. But you're gonna have to want that relationship and you're gonna have to seek him to get him. You guys get what I'm saying? Still working on it right now. Still working on it right now, trying to build that relationship, trying to get stronger, just trying to and I got lost along the way. So I'm just trying to conversate and just let him know, like, you know what? I'm trying to do whatever my purpose is on this earth. Whatever my purpose is, I'm just trying to do that. And it's been hard for me to live in the moment because of things that I lost, things that happened, people that I lost. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it gets hard to enjoy your present state when you know things that you could have had, the future that you want, but at the same time, when you can find happiness here, it's going to be everlasting. Because at this moment, when you find happiness, you're going to start becoming a more mature individual. You're gonna reach that growth that you always been seeking. You're gonna just grow up as a man. And for women, you're gonna grow up as a woman and you're gonna become more mature because you're not seeking the world, but you're seeking yourself in God. And that's gonna provide you with everlasting happiness. And as you grow older and life pushes you on, it's gonna push you, it's gonna push you forward. But again, you're taking happiness with you. You're taking growth with you. You're taking maturity with you. And along with that, you're taking the one best thing if you do it. You're taking God with you. Let's make a change today. And let's be present in this moment and heal your heart, heal your soul, provide happiness into your body, feed your soul. You- I don't think we understand sometimes what we feed our souls become our habits. So if you feed your soul negative energy, you start to have negative habits. The things that you start doing, your perspective starts to become negative. Your outlook starts to become negative. But when you change what you feed into your soul, your outlook starts to become positive. Your thought process starts to become positive. Everything that you surround yourself by and the things that you let into your circle are always going to be positive because now you think positive, you move positive, right? And once you get to know yourself, you understand the things that you allow and you don't allow, right? You understand, you start to create boundaries. And once you create boundaries, it doesn't matter who this person is. If they're affecting your soul, that means they're affecting your life. And when they're affecting your life, you're not going to allow them to cross that boundary because now you have grown and now you're more mature. So, therefore, the things that you used to allow, you don't allow now because of your growth and your maturity. And now, with your growth and your maturity, when you add God into your life, you're unstoppable. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can affect you and how you move. Now, when the world tries to take control of you, and tries to reach you and tries to tempt you, God is that now, that boundary. He's like, uh. The world can't tempt you because he's mine. She's mine. She's mine. I have his heart. I have her heart. So therefore, the world can't tempt you. The devil can't tempt you because God has your heart. You get what I'm saying? God has your heart. And I want you guys to know, in every single body you talk to, good or bad, the best people, the worst people, the happiest people, the most miserable people, it's a piece of God in them. And that's who you should talk to and everybody that you talk to. You should talk to the God in them because it's a piece of him in everybody. And some of the people Say, I hate God. I hate God. But it's a piece of God in there. He's just wanting them to seek him again, wanting them to seek him. The God is in there. They're just not giving him attention. And they're giving the world attention. You see what I'm saying? What you feed your soul becomes your habits. So if you feed your soul the world becomes your habits. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all. If you feed your soul, the world, the world becomes your habits. And what I mean by that is you start thinking like the world. You start moving like the world. The world's way starts becoming your way. You lose touch with yourself because you let yourself get caught up in the world. Right? At that point, what a good person, a right person would do is remove themselves out of the world and recognize, look, I'm getting too far into the world. So let me step back. But listen, when you get that relationship with God and you grow and you have more maturity, when you get lost in that world, God is going to pull you back. You already know better. When you know better, you should do better. Right? When you get thrown out there in the world, God pulls us back. You know better. Maybe before in your life when you were younger, you didn't know better. So when you went out there in the world and you got tempted and you got lost, I wasn't here in your life to bring you back. But now you chose me. So now when you get lost in the world, I bring you back. Right? I bring you back because you trust me. So I bring you back and say, we're not doing that. You trust me? That's what God is saying. You trust me? And I say, I trust you, God. He says, we're not doing that and trust me. That's not our path. Your path is this way. I know you don't see this path, and I know it's dark down this path, but do you trust me? I trust you, God. Well, at the end of this path is light, and it's your happiness, it's your maturity, it's your growth, it's everything that you want out of life, and it's what you need to have the happiest life on this earth. You trust me? I trust you, God. Well, trust me and go down this path. This has been Topic of Discussion. Miles Berry, we out.